Alright guys and girls, welcome back to another video of mine on my YouTube channel. Hope you guys are doing good, and all girls out there, hope you're all doing alright as well. So it's Tuesday the 21st of November. Me and my mum was having a discussion, and like most discussions, I think there's got to be a sort of like a substantial, decent sort of information to come out of it. And in this one today, for the 2017 video, for the 21st of November 2017, it's 10:09 at night time, so I'm just going to be doing probably just a short video of mine. Now, say you're put in a position, right, where you've got a family member, right, or friend, maybe a friend, family, and say they're living with you, right, and you don't want to do something that you know you're going to probably regret doing, but you have no obligation, you have no sense of not doing it, because you know then is if you carries on, then obviously it might get worse, and then you're putting yourself at risk of getting kicked out or something, and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, let me get to the point. Okay, so say you got a family member or friend that lives with you, right? And say they've got an addiction. It could be any addiction. It could be to do with drugs. It could be to do with alcohol. Could be just them being right fucking idiots or something.
Smoking.
Or smoking. Anyway, any addiction that you have, right? You've got to know that you've got an addiction. And okay, we know that when people have addiction, obviously they think to themselves that they haven't got an addiction. So you get to this point now that you're trying your best to tell them in a nice, polite way to get some help, but they don't want the help.
And pay their way.
And to pay their way. You want them to pay their way. And say they get a certain amount of money, and they want money. Well, they want money off you, right? But that your money that you're either giving to them is not theirs, but they're having their money and your money, and then, or they're trying to get your money out of you. Or try and threaten you and shit like that. Anyway, getting to the point. Say it gets to the point where you're trying to pay your bills, and then suddenly, up to that point where you're trying to pay your bills, you have sort of like arrears and all that kind of shit come into it. Now, you go to the police about it, and you say to the police about it, and you say to them like, oh, well, this person's disturbing you, they keep you up all the time or something, and well, we want you to throw them out because they're not contributing to the family. All they're doing is being a pest, and they're being a freeloader technically. So that is basically what this person is a freeloader. And then gets pissed all the time. Pisses on the carpet. And then presumes that everybody else is going to be looking after him. So basically, just basically it. And I was saying to my mum, right, if a family member lives with you, right, and say you live in I don't know, a council flat, or whether it's a housing association, right, now the person who actually pays for the place, right, all the bills, say the rent,
because if it before I want to say is because that people out there, what I want to say is a lot of people out there think that if you're an old age pensioner or you're on income support or that you get it free. You don't have to pay anything, but you do.
No, but they're trying to say, well, no, this one person the other day reckons that basically the government pays a certain amount of it, contributes a certain amount of it.
And then you don't have to pay a penny.
No, you don't have to pay. Yeah,
he's in a dream. That person's in a dream.
Yeah.
Because I'd like, if he thinks that you get it free, I'd like him to come and tell me how he works that out. Because you still have your taxes to pay, you still have council tax to pay, you still have your rent, electric, gas, TV license. So come on, that person, come and tell me. I mean, I'd like to know where he gets it from.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, when I did that video, this person actually sent me a message on.
He does nothing.
Yeah, no, basically that was going back into March, I think it was when I said this. Was it March 2017? Now, don't forget, back then, 2017, at March, right, times changed. Don't forget, that's like what we're now. So we're in almost December. So what's that? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. We're in November, almost December. So say, November says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 months. So 7, 8 months coming into it. Now, all the way up to that point, that's 7, 8 months. Very long time period, right? No, it's like a third of the year. A third of the year coming into. And like, you pay your certain dues, you pay your things. And when you pay your bills.
But he thinks you don't pay it.
But yeah, people, well, not just them though, so like other people presume that people don't pay bills. So basically, you pay council tax, you pay your, well, it used to be called poll tax, wasn't it? Back in the day.
I do want to point out one thing though.
Yeah.
This council tax, it's to do with different times. If they want you to pay it, right, you pay it. If you're in a time where they don't want you to pay it, you don't pay it.
Actually,
and I know
we know people, right? Me and you knows people, right, that actually don't pay it at all.
Yeah, but it's not their fault. It's to do with the town where they live.
Well, yeah, but it's not just the town they live either. It's the actual government. It comes up with a system. And the government needs to change the system. And they need to do it. They need to fix it, guys and girls.
And
right?
make it fair for everyone.
And make it fair for everyone. Also, right, say if you're living with a family member and they've got an addiction, the government needs to make it fair so you don't end up with the burden of looking after that person who's got the addiction, right, and they don't want the help. Now, say you're an alcoholic, right? I'm not an alcoholic. I don't drink. I don't drink at all. I don't smoke. I don't take drugs. I don't believe in any of the three.
And neither do I.
And yeah, neither do you. But I do like women. I love fucking women. I love chatting to them.
It's only natural, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only natural. Because I'm human.
And I love men.
And you love men. Yeah. So that's just our human nature. But when it comes to sort of addictions, like serious addictions, like drugs, cigarettes, tobacco, and alcohol, all those three main substances, right, those deadly substances, when you smoke, right, you don't just smoke, the people who don't smoke also smoke, but they're smoking worse than you because they're passive smokers. So you're basically killing them. And actually, it's not about the blame game here, right?
Well, actually, if you smoke a cigarette and you're outside Tesco's or somewhere and you're puffing away.
Yeah, you're putting it on the food.
A person like you or me who don't smoke, right?
Yeah.
They are blowing it towards you and cause it down your lungs.
Yeah, and then you get lung cancer and then you drop dead like 6 months later because, and even though you don't smoke. And I I've seen people who smoke cigarettes and they say, "Oh well, I live longer. I'm up to like 98 or 100 or something. I've been smoking all my life." But yeah, okay, you've been smoking all your life. But what about the people who don't smoke all their lives because they don't smoke at all? Suddenly, 6 months later or a year, they're dead.
They don't live all their life through smoking and that. I mean,
it's all an illusion.
Come on. Your daddy was a smoker. Your dad was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
What? But he didn't last, did he? Oh, no. He was in his 60s. He died. Why did he die? I'll tell you why he died tonight. He had thrombosis.
Yeah, deep vein thrombosis.
In both his legs.
That was some nasty shit as well.
Yeah, when he wanted to...
if you guys and girls, actually, if you guys and girls don't know what actually deep vein thrombosis looks like, actually get some images on the screen of someone's leg, right, with deep vein thrombosis.
Oh,
trust
by the way,
me, you will not want to smoke again.
If you get that thrombosis, I can guarantee you'll probably be dead within a couple of weeks. Because that's what happened to your dad.
Yeah, was that like 3-4 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah. And he wanted to give up then.
But it was too late.
But it was too late.
Yeah.
That's
the thing. That's the thing. You pay your dues, you pay your taxes, right? Me and my mum pays our taxes and stuff. Like my mum has
one person don't believe so.
Yeah, and this other person doesn't believe so in that, but that's his opinion and stuff. So, and this is our opinion, right? When you smoke cigarettes, you don't just smoke. You're passing on to children, and later on life, they get cancer and they end up dead. Plain and simple. And okay, in a way you could say, oh well, you're blaming us, the smokers, but it's a fact. It's a fact. You start passing smoke around. It's like the other day, I saw this woman the other day, right, with her little kid pushing her baby in the pram, smoking a cigarette, right. But the thing is, okay, she was holding her baby over to one side, and she was holding it out and having a smoke. But the thing is, that smoke could still go down the baby's lungs.
And I would admit, I was at Tesco's getting some stuff because I was in town. And I admit, there was a girl, she was really drunk out of her head, right? But you know what?
Oh, the one that called us, what was it?
No. I'm on about this young girl. She was out of her head.
Oh, yeah, that one from the other day.
And you know what?
Tesco's,
she offered to come and help me in my wheelchair.
Yeah, I know.
And yet she was really out of her head with booze.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You've got some nice drunks, and then you've got some really nasty drunks. And when they are nasty, because of the chemicals going around in their brains, and it's actually getting rid of their brain cells, it's killing their brain cells off, and their grey matter is getting shrinking until it disappears completely, and then they end up dead. Or they end up getting dementia, forgetting about it, and then going into care homes.
Or they come to you
and having the government looking after them.
Or they come to you and say to you, oh, could you give me a bit of money so I could go get some food because I haven't got any? And you say, where's food at? I don't want that food. I want to go out and buy some of my own. So you give me the money to go out and buy the food. But guess what he does? He comes back with booze instead.
Yeah, well, so he goes, oh, I'll buy some, I'm going to go out and buy some potatoes.
Or I'm going out to buy my food for the few
Or
days.
I'm going to buy some food for the next few days.
But
what they forget to tell you is their food is actually their drink, their alcohol. And this really fucking winds me up. And it winds my mum up. To hear people like this, like...
And they don't pay their bills.
And then they say, oh, I haven't got an addiction. I haven't got addiction. No, I haven't got addiction.
And they say, I'm God.
I'm God.
I'm Jesus.
Yeah, I'm Jesus. And then like, oh my God, all this like stuff they come out. Oh, no. And then I say, well, it's going to kill you. It's going to kill you. And he goes, oh, I ain't going to die. I'm going to live forever. And I'm thinking, well, let's just say, right, that somehow... he's the mystical, say, God. Now, the thing is, in the Bible and all that, God, right, okay, he turned water into wine. But the thing is, if he was actually a God, he'd be able to do that. And then it's like,
and
you got all these...
really God, he'd go around and save all the children who haven't got no food in other countries.
Yeah, starving to death. That's disgusting, to be honest. And then people would rather want, like, to throw their money away. It's like today, I was looking in Sainsbury's, and what is it we saw? Cans of lager, beers, all these drinks, and they were like really fucking cheap. And some of them were on sale. They were like, was it £2 off?
Yeah.
And it was like £11 before, and then it come down to like £9. And this was at Sainsbury's, but people were going to like even cheaper places to get it now. Asda, and what's that other place? Morrison's. Yeah, they are the pinnacle point of what is wrong with this country, guys and girls, of England, right? And then we have like the likes of Nigel Farage, like him going around drinking alcohol. Okay, I'm not going to say he's an alcoholic at all, because well,
he do like what he does.
He does what he wants, and he does what he says, and he gets the job done, right? That, to myself, is what you call a true Brit.
He is allowed to have at least one or two.
One or two. Yeah. But the thing is, every time I see him on a video or on the TV, on the news, he's in the pub. But then again, it makes me wonder if
yeah, but it might not be the same day, would it?
Yeah, but it makes me wonder if he's a drinker as well. But he's the type of person who's actually acknowledges the people to drink alcohol in the first place.
But he's also trying to fight for our rights.
Yeah, I know, I get that point, but there's two sides to it. One, you could say, oh, he's actually encouraging drinkers to drink more, because he's basically encouraging them to do that. And okay, when we get out of Brexit, I hope alcohol does get banned at some point, and I hope, because we know that when Britain goes out of into Brexit and gets our country back, obviously there's going to be a lot of trading problems, and the trading problems is that other countries won't want to trade with us, and they won't want to sell us alcohol, even though we're the biggest country to buy their alcohol, like the German beers, the French wines, the Spanish like wines and all that. Actually, I'll be back in a minute, guys and girls. Okay, guys and girls, right, I'm back. So it's my brother just wanted some. 50-year-old who wants some tobacco and stuff. Like, he wants to kill himself and all that. And to be honest, like, give me those packets. Give me those packets. I'll show. Right.
He says he don't get anything.
No, he said he doesn't smoke as much, right? And I said to him, I said, you're going to get cancer, right? And this, guys and girls, right, this is not each week, and it's not every day. He has tobacco, like, but my mum has to divide it, and it does get expensive. And I think, to be honest, it should get expensive. The price should go up even more. And I think, to be honest, for 30 grams, I think they should do it £30, a pound per gram.
Show them. He says he's hard done by.
And then my brother says he's hard done by. Now.
So we are.
And this is the this here. Look at that. Does that look like? These are just empty packets. This has been, what's that, about 8 months? 8 months worth? Or more than that, I don't know.
No, not that long.
Not that long. So, okay, so not that long. So how many, what would you say, 4 months?
Yeah.
So within 4 months, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 packets here.
And don't forget this.
And actually, I've got some more. Yeah, some more. What? Oh, there we go.
And that's another one.
And this is a new packet. Now, these cost a fucking fortune, right? They charge, what was it, 10 quid or something now? For 30 grams?
Yeah.
Now, if the companies, right, obviously they're making a fucking packet out of these. The people who actually get it now, right? What really fucking pisses me off, right? If my mum don't get it,
I'll get beaten up.
well, yeah, you get beaten up and he would threaten my mum.
And I can't even stand up.
And my mum can't stand up, so we don't take any chances, right? And obviously we get the police down and stuff, but they don't want to get involved because it's a family dispute. And I think, okay, so basically my mum gets her head caved in and stuff, right?
But it's not my real son.
Yeah, well, he's on Dad's side, isn't he? So basically,
well, we don't really know.
And my dad used to be a fucking heavy smoker back at the time. So that's why I don't smoke.
We don't know about him really, if he's really your...
Yeah, that's why we wanted a DNA fucking test him.
Because he's by a married woman.
Yeah, so this is why we warn people of the dangers of tobacco. Because actually, if you guys and girls look at these sort of packages, open wound after lung surgery, all that. Now, thing is, he don't believe it.
He just said, I don't believe that.
None of this actually is getting to him at all. None of this.
Said, I don't believe
the printing on the packages of, not just my brother though, it'd be other people. Other people would not even take any notice of this. So basically them, with actually where it says here, tobacco smoke contains over 70 substances known to cause cancer.
But remember, while you have this thrombosis and all that, you think if your family's got to look after you.
And
that's if you're lucky enough to have them.
We're advocates in stopping these fucking tobaccos, and we hope the government does more to get rid of this. We know the government won't because they're making a shit bomb off of these. And they're using it as the Agenda 21 and 33. Because the Agenda 21 and 33, basically, they want to kill off the people. Because that way, right, it lessens the population. It lowers down the population and obviously depopulating the whole
you've got to
community and all that. Saves a lot of money.
You've got to think about the person who's got to look after that person who can't stand or walk on their own because of it.
That's why there needs to be more rules implemented in shit like this. And this is why I do these videos, guys and girls, to warn you guys and girls out there of the dangers and of what is in these fucking substances.
Because we've seen it with our own eyes.
And why I do a lot of it. Because I'm thinking, to be honest, at some point, I'm thinking to see if there is some good, decent campaigns out there that I can actually join, or maybe some forums to look at to actually stop selling, getting them to the government from selling tobacco, but they're making a shit bomb off it.
We've seen with our
but the thing is,
family
isn't health more important than actually pocketing their own money for it? Or is this the whole agenda is for the government to make all this money? They're not going to be helping people through the surgery. That's why they're killing off the National Health Service. So that way people ends up dying anyway because they won't be able to get the help from the doctors and nurses. And to be honest, was it a couple months ago back, the National Health Service, a couple of the hospitals actually stopped smoking in the areas. And what was it? There was an outcry on it, wasn't there? There was people pissed off.
And actually...
And I'm thinking, to be honest, you should be lucky these ain't fucking banned.
Do you know what?
And I think, to be honest, any company or any people who are selling this, they already know the dangers in it, but they're actually making all the profit off it. They're making money off it because it makes a lot.
13 years ago, because your dad's been dead 12 years, right?
Yeah.
13 years ago, that was just a couple of months before he died, right?
Yeah.
He went and he said to the doctor, oh no, I don't smoke now, I'm giving it all up.
Yeah.
And then do you know what he done?
What?
He went and sat in his car and then he said, oh, I told the doctor that I'll just get my cigarette out now because he won't know about it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And it was really funny actually.
No, he told you to pass his cigarettes to him.
And then, when he was out in the car, now I'm about the one in the car, he told the doctor that he wasn't smoking anymore. And the doctor trusted him. And then when we got to the car, he said, oh, I'll have my cigarette now.
Yeah, but he told you to get him out of his bag.
And he got his cigarette out, right?
Yeah.
And guess what?
Yeah.
The doctor he told he wasn't smoking anymore, he caught him.
Yeah.
That's what they like.
So, I mean, to be honest, a lot of people, they lie, because, to be honest, they don't want to be caught out. And when actually, they do get caught out, well, then it's a bit too late, isn't it?
Your dad had given alcohol up to start with, but then guess who came along?
Well, his brother.
And his brother was an alcoholic, and his brother said, "Oh, go on, have yourself a wine." And his dad said, "No, I don't want to drink." He said, "You know, I've given you all that." But that wine will hurt you. Anyway, his dad said, "No, I don't want any." Of course, his alcoholic brother, he came, and he bought a couple of bottles of wine, and your dad said, "No, I'm not going to touch it." Anyway, guess what? He put it behind the curtain. So we put it somewhere else.
Yeah, and then we went out, and then I think it was one of my brothers.
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah, my brother who smoked cigarettes, or tobacco, actually, not cigarettes, but tobacco. It was my brother in there who found the bottle of wine, or actually my dad actually knew where it is, because I think he saw my mum hiding it, and then my dad actually told my brother where it was, and told him to fetch it for him and all that. And that was at that point when I got back from the chemist to get his tablets.
Yeah.
Then we couldn't give him his tablets that night because apparently he was pissed.
And guess what? He was dead next day.
Yeah, dead next day, yeah. No, because we found him at night time, wasn't it? Like, that was fucking... do you know what? That really pissed me off. Because we gave him the drink, wasn't it? Like, it was like 11 o'clock, wasn't it? Something like that, 11?
Was it a drink of water, yeah?
Yeah, no, because he couldn't talk properly or something. He was a bit slurpy and all that, whispering and all that. And
we said, well, we'll get the doctors down.
Yeah.
And then he goes in a sort of whisper, he didn't want to go in hospital. And we said, like, no, you won't go in hospital, don't worry, you know. So we agreed I could get the doctor down. So we come in the next room, phoned up for the doctor.
Oh.
You went back in to give him a drink.
And
then you come back and said, he's gone.
Yeah. And I told you to get the ambulance.
And you were only 17 years old.
Yeah, I know. It was a couple of weeks to my birthday and all that. But
a couple of weeks. You're 18.
Because I was hoping for Dad to be around at the time to have a drink with and all that. But then again, we went to that pub. And do you know what? I had that one drink there and stuff.
I took you there.
For my 18th.
I took you there because I said your dad had promised you what he was going to let you do for your 18th, right? And you'd never had the drink.
No.
So I thought I'd take you there just, you know, because what I promised you. So we went in there and we was only in there 5 minutes and you said, "Oh, come on, Mum. I don't want that drink."
Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah. Don't like it.
And then you said,
fucking horrible.
And you've never done it again,
No, not touched it. I had like one out of that. So throughout my entire life, I had one. And that was for my 18th birthday. And now I'm 30, 30 now. So I'll be 31 after Christmas. So.
Hard luck.
But.
That was.
Yeah. And the thing is, if Dad would have stayed in the hospital and listened to us both, but he didn't want to listen to us, so he actually asked us to get the papers to sign himself out, because he said he was well enough. If he'd have stayed in the doctors, then
they might have helped him.
They would have helped him, yeah.
But I don't think it was.
But then again, they always seem better, and then
they told
getting
him
worse.
That if he went there and then,
yeah,
they said he'd be dead within a week, and he was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Then it was
a taxi.
The fluid on his legs and all that.
And it was a taxi driver who helped to lift him into the house, wasn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, guys and girls, I'm gonna do some more of these videos. Hope you enjoyed this video in a way. Well, not enjoyed it, because to be honest, it's like one of these sort of sad videos. But
I don't want any of you to believe that disabled, or if you're under pensioners or anything, you don't get away without paying your dues.
Yeah, whether you're disabled or if you're a pensioner, and then they say, "Oh, you get everything and all that stuff handed to you."
But then again, if anybody knows that you do get it off, and that's it, do get in touch and tell us how they know.
Well, they must be deluded.
Yeah, but if they do, right, I'd like to know how they're doing it.
Yeah, they must be a bloody
unless they're con artists.
Yeah, con artists. That's all I can say. Because there's usually where they try to go through the loopholes and all that, the dodgy bastards, a lot of them, like the ones who are trying to do the dodgy shit. And to be honest, they need to sort them people out, those dodgy ones.
Because the other thing is, we know what we're talking about. We know about alcoholics. We know about drug addicts. We know about people who smoke. Because we got to be honest, we've got a whole sort of mixed up family, so it's all like combined into one, and we know, but we know, but thing is that's their lives, and if whatever lives they do and stuff, it's entirely up to them if they want to fuck it up. That's all I'm gonna say anyway. But I was saying to my mum, really, there needs to be a new system. If you're living with a family member and they live with you and they don't give any money, right, to support for the house and stuff, and they live with you, then they should have it taken away, and it should be given to the people that are renting the house to you. So basically the housing association or the council housing and all that kind of stuff. The money should be paid to them.
And it should be them. And like, say if a person gets in trouble with the police, say if you've just, say if one of your family members has got you, you send the police off to them and all that kind of stuff. And then the police comes to the house and they have a certain amount, they log it in, because obviously they log it in. If they log it in more than 3 times and it's the same person, then they should be banned. Or be banned from actually having alcohol or drugs or whatever substances, and then they should have like some other sort of like means.
Because I've noticed something else.
Yeah.
An alcoholic, like as you know, they don't want to pay you anything if you're their parents.
Yeah.
So they won't give it you.
It's like
why don't you? They turn around and say, right. You don't want your parents or mother or father out there. Okay then, get it paid to the other people then. Right? And then it gets took out of their money and then they can't.
Yeah, it should be taken out way before it's given to them. So a certain amount of that should be deducted out of their money before
and if
it's even.
Have kids,
yeah.
If they got kids as well,
that should some of the money should go to pay.
It's gone to the kids.
Yeah.
And the other thing I say, if they've got so much money, right, then and they've got kids,
or if they go on holiday 6-7 times a year,
and they've got more kids, right, by different women, whatever, that money that they've got extra to pay out on booze, right, take it out of them and give it to the parents.
Because I've noticed.